So, this is one heck of a story. It's about a quest, really. You've got this global fitness icon, Larry Wheels, who decides to travel halfway across the entire planet through what he called one of the most stressful trips of his entire life. And why? To find a legend, a guy known only through these insane viral clips, Russia's 330-pound Hulk, Andrei Smav. And let me tell you, this wasn't just some casual trip. The hype around this meeting was off the charts. Larry himself said that Andre was the single most requested collaboration he's ever had. I mean, fans were absolutely desperate to see these two giants in the same room. The stage was set for something truly epic. So, to make this whole thing happen, Larry basically had to embark on this modern-day quest. And, when you actually break down the journey itself, you start to get a sense of the incredible commitment it took.
I mean, just look at this itinerary. It is absolutely grueling. Day one is a 13-hour flight from LA all the way to Istanbul. Day two, you've got a 7-hour layover and then another 4-hour flight to Moscow. By the time day three rolls around, he's had 2 full days with 0 sleep, and he still has a 7-hour drive to get to the city of Arzamas. The guy was basically running on fumes and sheer willpower, all to meet this one man.
But, the insane travel time, that was just the beginning. Once he actually landed and got on the ground, Larry ran face first into a whole new set of problems, these unexpected realities of traveling there that turned the whole trip into a logistical nightmare. And this is exactly why he called it one of the most stressful trips of his life. His Visa and MasterCard, useless, didn't work anywhere. Trying to get cash was practically impossible unless you had crypto. His international phone plan might as well not have had it. And buying a local SIM card wasn't a simple fix. It was a multi-day bureaucratic headache involving banks and biometric scans. And on top of all that, in a lot of areas, he was totally cut off. No data at all. Just a complete and total minefield.
But after all that struggle, finally, the payoff arrived. It was time to meet Andrei Smilayev in the flesh. And let me tell you, the reality was even more impressive than the legend.
Okay, think about this. Larry Wheels has trained with the strongest men on the planet, the biggest bodybuilders out there, and even he was just completely awestruck. He said Andre was, without a doubt, one of the biggest humans he had ever laid eyes on, way bigger in person than any video could ever show. Andre didn't just meet the hype, he absolutely shattered it. All right, let's try to put some numbers on this, just to wrap our heads around it. Andre's arms measured a mind-boggling 26 inches. For some perspective, that's bigger than a lot of people's waists. That is an absolutely unreal measurement. It just quantifies his unbelievable size. But here's the thing, he's not just massive, he's ridiculously athletic. This number right here, 150 kilograms, that's about 330 pounds. That was his body weight when he was casually knocking out one-arm pull-ups for reps. I mean, that combination of pure mass and that kind of calisthenic skill is something you don't see. It's almost unheard of. So where on earth did this crazy strength come from? Well, it was born out of pure necessity. Andre calls his style street training. See, when he was younger, he couldn't afford a gym membership. So what'd he do? He built his entire foundation training on the streets. All this incredible, versatile power was developed simply because he had no other option. And all of this brings us to the main event, the workout. They jumped into this absolutely insane arm session that went on for almost 4 hours, and it put Andre's really unique philosophy of extreme volume on full display. So Andre's method, it sounds simple, but it is brutal. He starts off with lightweight and then just does extremely high reps. We're talking 20, 25, sometimes even more. After countless sets of that, he slowly starts adding more weight, and he keeps doing that through the whole session. The entire focus is on non-stop work, just chasing this ridiculous pump. So what's the result of all that? A nearly 4-hour marathon workout with literally thousands of reps. It was just a test of pure endurance and work capacity that ended with them curling 50-kilo dumbbells, that's 110 pounds, for reps. I mean, that is so far beyond what a normal person even considers doing at the gym. And this incredible workout, it really highlights the most fascinating part of this whole story. You're seeing this collision of two completely different worlds, and it's all personified by these two guys. The contrast between them couldn't be more stark. On one side, you've got Larry Wheels, a global brand, a social media superstar who lives this monetized fitness lifestyle. And then on the other side, you've got Andrei Smayev. He calls himself a usual mechanic. He lives in a closed city, sometimes goes for months with no internet, and needs government approval just to travel anywhere.
And to get even more specific, Andrei works as a mechanic inside a closed institute, which is inside a closed factory, which is inside a closed city. It's like a Russian doll of restrictions, each layer separating him further and further from the global fitness world that Larry lives in. So Larry's seeing this immense, isolated talent. He makes this incredibly powerful offer. He saw Andrei's world-class potential and just wanted to help him share it with the rest of the world, offering up all of his resources to help him break through all those barriers.
And look, this wasn't just some vague promise. Larry laid out a concrete plan. He offered to completely replace Andrei's salary. And not only that, but he offered to move to Russia himself for a month so they could train together for a major powerlifting competition. It was a full-on commitment to put Andrei's talent on the world stage.
Ultimately, this whole journey, it wasn't just about a workout video. It was about uncovering this hidden gem. And it leaves all of us with a really powerful question to think about. What could a titan like Andrei Smayev truly achieve if the world were just given the chance to see him?